Good evening, good afternoon, good night, and good mornings, good peoples. It is another Tuesday evening right here on the East Coast, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Central, and y'all know what it is, all the mother daggone time zones. We appreciate y'all for tuning in because y'all could have chose to be anywhere, but y'all chose to be right here with us on Relationship Entertainment Television, better known as RETV. Yo, if you have not already done so, go ahead and share this video with your friends, share this video with your family, share this video with everybody you know on your timeline if you're on Facebook. Or if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel so that way you get notified each and every time a brand new episode of Millionaire Man Cave comes on, as well as any other show that comes on Relationship Entertainment Television. Y'all know this is y'all sneak peek behind the closed doors of a man cave. We talk about it all. We talk about sex. We talk about relationships. We talk about money. We talk about business. It's pretty much barbershop talk. So this is y'all's closed door, sneak peek behind the closed doors of a man cave. And y'all can actually check us out each and every Tuesday right here, 8 p.m. Also, you can check us out on the Roku. If you got a Roku, download the RETV Roku app. You can actually watch on your Roku. You can also check us out on the website, re-tv.net. re-tv.net. And as I mentioned earlier, on YouTube, on Facebook, y'all can actually go back and rewatch all the previous episodes because sometimes we relate to things that happened in previous episodes and you may not get the joke. So somebody got to go back and go watch it. And then, as always, if you got questions, comments, concerns, all those good things, send them in to info@re-tv.net. info@re-tv.net. Yo, as always, I can't do the show without the fellas that's on the screen with me right now. One's missing, will be here a little bit later. So that's my brother from another mother, Millionaire Mike, who's not currently in the building, but he'll be joining us shortly. But straight out of the DMV, as always, we got Mr. Reasonable, aka Donnell, aka the Cookie Monster, is in the building. What's going on, Donnell?
Ain't nothing chilling. Ain't nothing chilling.
You sure about that? You said it like ain't nothing chilling, ain't nothing chilling.
Ain't nothing chilling, ain't nothing chilling.
Like John just tried to call me out on something right before we went on air. And it was really true. But it was funny that he said it because I did catch myself and I was like, nah, she didn't say that. Nah, she didn't say that. Nah, she didn't say that. And I could have just said it once. And it was just like, okay. So like the Donnell's like, ain't nothing chilling, ain't nothing chilling, ain't nothing chilling.
I was trying to be like you.
You don't want to be like me. Nah. What's going on? I seen Donnell this past weekend. Donnell came down here for the weekend. We had an opportunity to celebrate Mike's son's graduation. So Donnell brought the fam up. Not first time meeting the kids. I don't know how the hell you got such good looking kids coming out of ugly ass like yourself. Nah, it was good meeting. Good meeting the kids. And whatnot. Spend some time with y'all. Had an opportunity to kick it. Me, Mike, Donnell. Had the opportunity to kick it outside, and what was that, Friday night that was, Donnell?
Yeah.
So yeah, had a nice opportunity and whatnot, he got a chance to meet my fam as well, all that good stuff. Yeah.
I ain't get invited. No, I'm just
nobody say now this ninja here, Mr. I'm coming. Oh, never mind, can't make it. Nah.
Yo, I got
Hey, he got a busy life. You got a little kid, so that
yeah.
I get it. So speaking of which, also in the building with us tonight, also straight out of the DMV, Mr. PC, aka John, aka Mr. Old Fashioned, aka Mr. Can't Get Right, is in the building.
Yes.
What's good with you, John? How you feeling tonight?
I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here. That's almost gone now. My old fashioned.
Okay.
My first homemade old fashioned right here.
I was about to ask, was it on one of them on the rocks joints?
Yeah, no, I bought this one. I made this one myself with some Buffalo Trace. You know what I'm saying? I got my little mixology kit over there. I'm gonna start making up my own drinks now that I have my own bar.
Yeah. At the last week's show between you and I was about to say Robin, not Robin, you and Tilda. Y'all was going through all them daggone whiskeys and bourbons. We got a ABC store here locally in my area that actually specializes in whiskeys and bourbons. And so I went in there and bought me the 1800. I'm sorry, the Uncle Nearest
1856.
1856 Uncle Nearest. And
that don't burn, don't it? It burned.
It burned going down, buddy. Yeah, I had to, but I had to get it though.
But it feel like freedom. It feel like freedom.
Oh my God,
that's that Juneteenth bourbon right there, boy.
Yeah, I had to get it and put it in the barrel because I got that barrel for good old Father's Day, so I had to get it, put it in the barrel. I ain't offered Donnell none when he came down here.
Yo, you know what you do though. If you really want to do something different with it and let it sit for a while, Put like some cinnamon or some mint or something in it, and let it infuse into the bourbon and see what it's like later.
Really?
You okay? You got to be okay with the fact that it might mess your bourbon up. That's what I'm saying. That's what,
See. I don't want. I would rather do that with per glass.
how about this?
Remember, cinnamon is a spice.
Yeah, it's spicy. It's spicy. But maybe some maple syrup. You put some maple syrup in that junk. That might be the way to go.
I may do that with a glass. I don't know if I would actually put it in my barrel.
But the whole idea is not to do it with at the one time. Like, you're supposed to do it at one time and infuse it into all of it.
First of all, 1856 is like $70 a bottle.
It ain't cheap.
It ain't cheap. So I don't know if I want to, experiment with a $70 bottle of damn liquor. So it is what it is. It is what it is. And actually, I realized that my barrel takes about 2 or 3 damn bottles. So I was like,
oh shit,
I only bought 1 bottle though. So
that's a decent sized bottle now. I mean, barrel.
Yeah, I didn't realize because it actually don't look that big, But once you actually pour it in there, I was like, why are they coming out? It's because it wasn't that much in there for it to come out. So yeah. But so I'm gonna rock my 1856 and see how long it takes for me to drink it. Because like you said, I did mix it. Like I said, I mixed it with some mint, simple syrup, and splash of lime juice. Yeah, some lime juice. Okay. That's what it was. Yeah. Was it lime juice or lemon juice? I don't know. Either one. It was one of the juices, lemon juice or lime juice. I looked it up because once I tasted it, I tasted it, neat by itself, and I was like, yeah, I got to go ahead and add something to this because this, woo, yeah.
Give you that southern hug. That's what they call it, right?
Yeah, that's what it's
Kentucky
called.
Kentucky hug. That's what
I don't know, but I had to support black. That's why I got the Uncle Nearest. Speaking of support, Donnell, we supporting them words to the wise tonight. What we got for words to the wise, sir?
Oh man, words to the wise. All right, got you back. Ladies. If your significant other is a stud, her shoe game gotta be on point too.
Why so?
Because, man, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, and I think John might say something like this before. Like, if she looked like me, but got different body parts, then you know what I'm saying, that defeats the purpose.
Never mind. See, we had the show, so I can't go there. But
she looking like a man. Looking like a man.
So answer me this. All right, her shoe game got to be on point. But if a lady got a stud, does she got to pump her own gas too?
Oh wait. Oh, okay. There's a whole Instagram for this. Okay, I saw this woman or the stud. We're not supposed to call. I don't know if we're supposed to call them studs. Okay, this is Pride Month. This is Pride Month. I don't know the terminology, but so it was this whole video. So she was in the car with her father, and her father was like, "You need to get out and pump that gas." He was like, well, "No, you're supposed to pump the gas." He's like, "No, you want to be a man, then you get out and pump the
gas." Wow.
Do they cut their own grass?
I mean,
They
better.
I'm just asking if because if you're supposed to be, so what's the proper word, John? Because if I'm not supposed to use the word,
I don't know. I give up.
If you want to be a man, or be manly, or be the man in your relationship, shouldn't you do the things that men are expected to do in relationships?
That part.
And does that mean you can't be a feminist?
Did you see the video of I can't say manly woman. I don't know, but it was the chick. I know we had to see it because I think it went in the group, and she was performing on stage. She had the red jacket on, but she had her chest out, and it was kind of like, okay, I don't know whether or not I should be attracted because she got her chest out, or be turned off because she looked like a dude. Like,
Can she wear a dress? Can she wear heels?
I've seen.
Can she wear long eyelashes?
I've seen some do it. Yeah.
Some of them can, but some of them they can't get by with none of that.
Like, for instance, I know y'all always get on me about this person, but the brat. You ain't never seen the brat in the dress or in the dress before? I think she's the manly one in her relationship, even though how the hell is she manly, but she pregnant.
But she's the one that's pregnant.
Yeah, she the one. I think it's getting ready to have, if they haven't already had the baby, I think she's supposed to have had the baby sometime soon. But yeah, have you not seen her in the dress before?
No.
Seriously? Yeah.
I definitely have.
And so your take, John, if you have.
Oh, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Okay, because every time I say that, Donnell be looking at me like I'm stupid. So
no, I'm a fan.
Okay. Yeah, because
I mean, I know she didn't get it. She got it through a test tube, but she could get it.
She could. That's up. Yeah. Never mind. I don't even want. Yeah, I'm like John. I don't understand that whole thing. And so we did have a show before with the whole LGBTQIA community and trying to figure out what's right, what's wrong. We even had a representative, but we didn't have any ladies actually who wanted to come on and be a part of the show. Or I don't know if you want to call yourself ladies or whatever. I don't know. We need some other people to actually be a part of the show so y'all can let us know from that point of view. We had a guy on who spoke from his side, but we need other people on to share their point of view of exactly how all that goes. What's going on, P? Ain't seen you in a while. Congratulations to you. I know congratulations goes out to my man P. I know he recently got engaged. So yeah, my man P.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Reconsider.
Resubmit for the subject. Yeah.
Yo, wait. Okay.
Keep your heart 3 steps.
Have y'all heard this? That song, that specific song by Andre 3000, the Hey Ya, is not a good song.
Wait,
like it is a very
what?
Ain't that Hey Ya? Ain't that from Hey Ya?
No.
What song is that from?
That's UGK.
UGK, but it's and Sax only got a quick 16 on it. But it's
was it I Choose You? Is it I Choose
You? Yeah, I Choose You. Yeah, I Choose You. Yeah. But anyway, what was you about to say about the
Anyway, don't forget it because the song Hey Ya, which actually has a very upbeat sound to it, is actually a very sad song.
Why is it okay? I'm wait before we
had to go back and listen to it.
I'm gonna answer this door, but what
actually it's called Players Anthem.
It's called Play which I Choose You.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So I Choose You is the original.
Yeah.
UGK is Players Anthem.
Hey, hold that for a second while we answer this door. As always, it's late to the party. Exactly. Late to the party. Millionaire Mike is in the building. What's going on, Mike?
Ain't nothing, man. What's up, fellas? Glad to be here. That's all I can say.
That's what's up.
Got a cup in my hand. I'm ready to chill.
Yes, sir. Okay, so back to John's point right quick, Mr. Old Fashioned. So why is that a bad song? Right quick before we go to commercial. Why is that
it's not a bad song. Like it's a great song, but it's not as upbeat as the tone of the song would lead you to believe.
The lyrics, you mean?
The lyrics are not as upbeat as the tone of the song would lead you to believe.
Gotcha.
So, about Just My Imagination is messed up too.
Right. There's a lot of songs like that people like jam to. That's actually like really sad songs.
Hey, when the music hits you, hey, you do what you do, I guess.
Right.
I guess. I don't know. Let's hit this first commercial so we can get into our Black Twitter files and our hot topics for the night.
Welcome to What's Going On? My name is Demita Joe. Each Wednesday, you can find me here at 3 p.m. I'll be over here discussing different things that are going on and try to bring you a boost of positivity for your week because we all need this. We're going to share some feel-good stories. We might find a hometown hero. We may take a look at some trending topic. And sometimes we might even find a lesson in a not-so-warm and fuzzy story if we can. I'm Demita Joe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode right here on What's Going On?
to Millionaire Man Cave, only on Relationship Entertainment Television, Tuesdays at 8 p.m.
Tuesdays, 8 p.m. right here on Relationship Entertainment Television, better known as RETV. We appreciate y'all for tuning in because y'all could have chosen to be anywhere else, but y'all are right here with us on Relationship Entertainment Television, whether you're on YouTube, on Facebook, or on Roku, or on the website. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all can check out all them spots. And again, if you got any questions, comments, concerns, y'all can send in video questions. We are live, so you can actually post your questions and comments in the chat, whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube, and we'll actually be able to see it and respond back to y'all live. Again, y'all sneak peek behind the closed doors of a man cave. Yo, it's time for Black Twitter Files. John, what we got going on tonight with Black Twitter?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. The internet is crazy. Okay, so I want to start off with one thing that happened recently. I didn't watch it, but I heard about it, a lot about it. Did y'all hear about Miss Patti LaBelle and her tribute to Tina Turner at the BET Awards?
Yes.
I saw the beginning of it, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I don't know why.
It was 4 hours long. Who the hell could?
Oh
my God.
I mean, Patty ain't know none of the words. She ain't like, she was just doing it. She was riffing the whole time. You know, she tried.
Get off my lady Patty. Y'all know how I feel about Patty. Get off my lady Patty.
So wait, is Patty the only one left?
No, Gladys. And Anita.
Different though.
And Anita. Anita
don't count. Anita don't count. Do she? Is she in that?
Anita kind of got.
Anita ain't in that group.
You don't think Anita in that group?
No.
With Gladys and Patty and Aretha?
I feel like Gladys. I feel like Gladys. Gladys. I feel like Gladys Knight is not really in that group either. I feel like it's Aretha, Tina. Lord,
Tony, you go put her with Tony Braxton?
Not Tony Braxton. Aretha, Tina Turner, and Patti LaBelle are in their own bracket.
Okay, I give them. So supposedly, now honestly, I'm not gonna do my girl Patty. Patty is my girl, y'all know that. And y'all look at me crazy when I say Patty can still get it, but she start flapping her wings. Supposedly there was a beef between Patty and Tina at some point. I don't know. I ain't never heard of that before until recently.
I hadn't heard that either.
And so people said that was her petty payback. You know, that was her petty payback.
Going there and just messing up the whole song.
I'm gonna wait till you die and fuck up your damn tribute. Hey, that's petty as a mug. But no, suppose she said that she couldn't see the teleprompter. She didn't know the words, so she couldn't see the teleprompter because people was in the way of the teleprompter.
Okay.
I didn't see the performance because again, the BET Awards was 4 hours long.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I couldn't.
And I'm not a big award show person, but because they were supposed to be celebrating 50 years of hip hop, I did watch a little bit of it.
What about Shaka Khan?
Shaka Khan. Oh yeah.
Oh, Shaka Khan. Can't forget about Shaka. But Shaka Khan gone too, right?
No.
Is she alive?
Alive?
Shaka's still alive?
You done killed off. Yeah, Shaka Khan.
I killed Shaka. Oh Lord, I killed Shaka Khan.
Would you put her? Would you put her in that bracket though? With a Mary? I mean, you're not married. With a Tina and Aretha and Patty? You put
in terms
Shaka?
of what age bracket?
Well, I know
I'm thinking age bracket. I thought y'all talk about age and when they came out on the scene type.
I'm talking about their
icons.
Icon
came out with
status.
Rufus before she was a solo.
Yeah, I'm talking about icon status. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
And iconic status. Would you put Shaka?
Icon?
I think she holds her own, but I don't know if she's in the same realm as a Patty and Aretha, or even a Tina. I think that's if we can't put Anita and we can't put Gladys in there, because I think Aretha, Gladys are icons too, in my opinion.
Yes. Yeah, like I said, I would agree with Gladys being in that. If we were talking about the age range, I was saying that Anita was too young for that. Not that much younger, but
I was saying, how old is Anita Baker? Anita Baker ain't no young spring chicken.
But she ain't.
She didn't come out until the late 70s, early 80s. Because she was with Chapter 8. She was with a group Chapter 8 first.
65.
We know Mike. No, Mike was around then. I wasn't around then.
Give us the history on Anita, Mike.
Then y'all ain't say nothing about Dionne Ward.
Oh,
she's in that Gladys and Tina and all them realm.
She an icon.
I never liked Dionne Ward.
That's good.
She got them big ass nostrils. Dionne Ward nostrils.
Then she went to becoming a psychic. She had her own psychic network.
Between her and Miss Cleo, they had everybody call me now. Like
exactly. So Dionne is, okay, but are we they're icons, but are we thinking about their catalog of music too?
Good question. I mean,
okay.
I don't know, man. Dionne Warwick. I don't know no Dionne Warwick songs.
That's what friends are for. That's the only one I know. That's the only one I know.
It's a lot.
It is, but do you know any? I know
off the top of your head.
That's all I know.
Any in your rotation or any in your R&B rotation?
Nah, not really. Not really.
No.
Walk on by. I just say thank you. Walk on by and say a little prayer. Yeah, there you go.
Those are all escape me. I guess I don't know enough.
Truth be told, Dionne Warwick actually made a lot of songs that were just remade better by other people.
You know what? There's a lot of artists.
That's what I'm saying. She made it better by other people. She made a song that made better by other people. Go ahead.
That's not unusual though. There's a lot of artists who would be well known if their songs had not been remade by other people. Well, they wouldn't be well known if their songs hadn't been made by other people.
True. Hell, Luther Vandross's catalog was remakes from other people.
Yo, I did not know that. Y'all remember? Like when I first saw that, I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Luther, all he did was steal other people's songs
and made them better. And made them better. He even
sound like go-go to me.
See, you sound like
go-go. That sound like go-go music. That's right.
Taking other songs and making it better.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what Luther was. He was the inspiration for go-go.
Skinny Luther or Fat Luther? Skinny Luther or Fat Luther?
I think Fat Luther.
It's the same to me.
Nah, Fat
we
Luther.
never. You know what? That's a mystery we'll never know. Was Luther was actually gay?
That's true. What? You ain't never heard? You don't think he was, Mike?
Nobody ever saw him with a partner or anything.
I thought he was.
I thought he. Yeah,
I mean, we know knowledge. We know.
But I thought it was public knowledge at this point, though.
We know, but we ain't
so he never confirmed it. Luther never confirmed it.
But he's from the women. He had women throwing their drawers on the stage to him.
Right.
You ain't had no drawers.
There was never any confirmation of that. Like we never saw him with any white man. You know what I'm saying? We never saw him with anybody, any other partner. We never saw him with anybody ever.
That's right. That's right.
He made it. He made it all the way through his career without us knowing. For sure. We knew.
Yeah,
we took it to the grave.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else we got? What else we got with Black Twitter Files tonight, John?
Yeah.
Why we gotta do it? I was having fun with that one. But anyway, we get. I do want to. We know, but we ain't know. The only other thing, actually, you know what? I'm gonna change it up. I know I had some things that I want to tell you guys about, but I really want to talk about this, and it has nothing to do with Black people. Okay. This matter of fact, it's so far removed from Black people that we have to talk about it because it's an important historical moment in Black history, and it is Ocean Gate sinking in the ocean. And
yeah, you know what makes it Black, John? What none of us in that damn capsule. That's what makes it Black Twitter Files. What none of us in that damn capsule.
That's right.
You're right. You're right.
It's so far removed from Black people that it's Black Twitter. Because I swear I have never seen so many memes in my life
And it's
about.
sad, man.
Oh
It's sad.
man,
I'm conflicted about the memes. I ain't gonna lie. I'm conflicted about the
my
memes.
God.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
funny, but they
yeah.
wrong as
I
hell.
felt really bad about them people, dog.
It's funny, but
Yo,
it's wrong as hell.
I felt really bad.
the memes are amazing, amazing. Okay,
But they
and
wrong
this
as
is
hell. They wrong as
they.
hell. 'Cause you
I'm
mean
just gonna show. I'm just gonna show one of them. Okay, and this is the most recent one that I came
Okay.
across. But it is. I mean, for real. Like, there's just so many of them.
oh, there's a ton.
Hopefully,
of,
we got.
there's
Do we
a
got
ton of-
sound?
You got you got
Started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was
Really?
a mild sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. Sit right back and you hear a tale of a pig.
Did y'all hear that? Could y'all hear that at all?
yes.
No, I hadn't seen that one. I heard that.
I just that one. That's the most recent one that came across my. I got so many of them. My girl Kelly and I have been going back and forth with some different things. I mean, it is amazing how many bad Instagram and Twitter. Where's the other one, man? Where's that other one?
Most of the ones I saw showed like sea level depth. And
This
then they
joint
would
right
put
here.
something
This
at
joint
the
right here.
bottom.
If I text you this, just know you lost me, bitch. Like I said, they funny, but at the same time, I'm a little conflicted because I'm like, yo, we don't celebrate people's deaths. And,
No,
and
we don't.
How they tragically
We don't.
died. My thing is, they did pay $250,000 a piece to die at the bottom of the ocean. Like,
damn,
that's crazy.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money to pay for your own death.
And you knew going into it that he had bought the parts from Cabela,
Home Depot.
And,
Joystick. He had a joystick.
I mean, he had a Logitech joystick. It wasn't even from one of the video game consoles. And I told my son, I said, son, look here. This is a prime example of people who got too much money and don't know what to do with it.
Way too much.
I said, you know,
I want to be rich, but not that rich.
And I told him, I was like, son, think about it. What happened to your controller when you don't plug it in? He's like, the battery died. I was like, what if the battery died on their controller?
Really, John?
Their Bluetooth controller.
Really, John?
Out there.
We about to have to put John in timeout.
No, I'm just saying, like that could have been what happened. I don't know, but I think that's worth talking about.
Imploded. They said once they got out of range, the joint imploded, which is like a hell of a way to die. They said it happened so instantaneous that they wouldn't have noticed it. It just literally.
Oh, they noticed it. Oh,
like,
no. Oh no, they heard the sounds first.
Oh yeah, because they were okay.
They
So I watched the interview the other day. There was a dude and his father who actually were supposed to go on it, but they gave up their seats because they had questions based on their own quote unquote research that they did, and they didn't like the responses to the questions, nor did they like what they found out about the whole Ocean Gate situation anyway. And so they supposedly gave up their seats. They out of Vegas, the father and son out of Vegas, and they were just like they felt some kind of way knowing the fact that they were not in that particular capsule after it didn't happen. So and I feel bad for the 19-year-old son, you know, who actually supposedly, I heard two conflicting different stories. Supposedly he did not want to go, but only reason he went because it was Father's Day. He kind of wanted to do it for his father. But then his mother came back around, was like, oh, he was really interested and was excited to see it. So I don't know which story to believe. But the 19-year-old dude, you know, who I really feel bad for, supposedly who supposedly didn't want to go in the first place. I don't know.
That joint crazy. Damn. Well, I didn't. I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with black people, but it got everything to do with black people. So I wanted to bring it up.
That's because black people were in that.
I had to bring it up.
First of all, you ain't gonna put us in a little capsule and then drop us in the ocean. We didn't already have
other people's problems,
right? We
didn't look here. The Killmonger said it best. bury me with my ancestors in the ocean. I should have died with my ancestors. And you know what? I didn't. So I'm not about to go in the ocean and bury myself. I'm not about to do it.
Not in the capsule.
I ain't about to
Not
do it.
happening. Nope, not happening.
Not
Even
that
though
way.
a lot of black people do say would get cremated and they want to be sprinkled in the ocean somewhere. A lot of black people
That's fine.
do
That's what I want. That's what I want when I die.
cremated and sprinkled in the ocean.
They made me. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Drop me on the sand on the beach. I don't care. But
Interesting. Mike, what we got for hot topics tonight?
Yeah. Hot topics. So we were talking a little bit about BET earlier. That's definitely a hot topic. The BET Awards sucked.
You saw it?
I watched parts of it, looking for the whole celebration of hip hop. When you saw the promos, when they put the promos out, they were like, "This is what you've been waiting for, for a 50th year celebration." No, it wasn't. The Grammy joint was way better.
Do you blame Tyler Perry?
No, he just got
he
the
ain't
vote.
started yet.
I was about to say, you can't really blame. What's going on, Tiffany? How can't you blame him? Next year, different story. Or the BET Hip Hop Awards, maybe, because so they got the BET Awards and the BET Hip Hop. So maybe if they don't do better for
maybe they're saving it for that. I don't know, but the whole thing that I've been coming across is just how ratchet BET Awards are versus being something of excellence.
Celebrated.
So I will say this. I agree with you, but I also heard, you gotta remember, there's a writer's strike going on. So they had to rely very heavily on the artists, so the musicians, and they also had to rely very heavily on the way people dress. That was all they had going for them on the show, because they didn't have any real writers to punch up any of the dialogue during the show.
That's why there wasn't a host. That's why there wasn't
a host.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Because of the writer's strike. So there wasn't a host for that reason. Pretty much, Kid Capri pretty much hosted it for the most part.
Yeah, right.
Kid Capri, Lala, and daggone MC Light, who always does a phenomenal job as a MC every year.
They showed her more. They usually don't show her. They showed her more.
Yeah, and the fact that she had an opportunity to perform. And Tiffany said she actually thinks the production for it was amazing this year. I think it was okay. I don't know if it was amazing. Like I said, I saw maybe 3 hours out of the 4. And again, I fast forwarded past a lot of stuff. A lot of people. Let's be for real. A lot of them people we don't know. I mean, maybe y'all do.
Right.
I don't know a lot of them cats.
Oh.
Like a lot of them are like young, like one hits that we just don't know. Or
No, do we have the clip from Ryan David?
Ryan Davis.
Yeah.
I will find it right quick.
And what he said, I got it right here. I think. Do I have it? No, I don't think I got it. I thought I had it with me.
I got it. No, I don't.
Nope, I got it. No, who got it?
I thought I had it.
No, here you go.
Hit go.
You don't got to leave that? Nigga.
I'm about to pull it up. I know exactly where it is. I just got
It's in the chat. It's in the chat.
Yeah, I said down there.
But I think he said it best. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like how much was lost because of the way we do those award show right now.
All right, let me pull it up. Here you go. All right, damn it, I gotta stop sharing this. Now reshare this just so I can get to this. And then I gotta come over here. And it's a lot of damn sharing. All right, here we go. Got him. If you take him off.
Yesterday was by far the worst one in its history. Congratulations to Tyler Perry for acquiring BET. I believe you are the person with the resources, the finances, the relationships, and the reputation to bring it back to its prominence. In no way, shape, or form do I feel like what I saw yesterday is a representation of you. The BET Awards are supposed to represent Black excellence at its highest. That's what it was when I was growing up. That's what it should be moving forward, okay? So in order to do that, Every year, y'all got to find a way to get Whoopi Goldberg in the building. Y'all got to get Samuel L. Jackson and Denzel Washington and Alicia Keys and John Legend, the Carters, the Smith family. You got to find ways to have them in the building and have the environment be such a place that they're comfortable with being there and wanting to be there.
All right, pause right quick. Right quick. So he said the Carters, Whoopi, Samuel L. Jackson, they ain't showing up. I think that's his point. I think he about to get to that point because of the way BET has gone downhill. Over the course of some years, Beyonce's been winning awards, but she don't never show up for these award shows. Specifically,
I was thinking that too.
She
ain't been on BET in a minute.
She won 2 awards the other night, but ain't been.
Well, she on tour now.
She probably ain't. She probably haven't turned on BET in the past 15 years.
But okay, so let's play devil's advocate. You know what I'm saying? Like the emerging of hip hop, right? Or just the BET awards. You know what I mean? Like I feel like what you're saying is, if you compare BET to like, the academies, you know what I mean? Like where it's like more classy, and you won't see like the nuisance of how ninjas act. You know what I'm saying? Where you would very much see that at a BET award show. You know what I'm saying? It may rub us the wrong way, but like it very well might be somebody else's, crowd.
It might be, but we don't have the Source Awards no more. That was the Source Awards.
I would agree with you. If it was the BET Hip Hop Awards.
Got you.
But these were the BET Awards, which should be across the board.
Yeah, I agree.
But it focuses on the young hip hop.
Bet.
That's what it has to be. Coco Jones has an outbreak single and she gets to perform. She's not performing in front of Alicia Keys or Mary J. Blige or Keisha Cole or Monica and Brandy looking at her getting to perform in front of people who probably, inspired her to be a singer. She's performing in front of TikTokers and love and hip hop people, which, come on, man, that couldn't have been her dream. That's not what you dream of. The BET Awards is your opportunity to be thrusted into the limelight and get to meet some of the people who you grew up watching. And it's not that anymore. There's no reason why the camera should pan as many times as it did. And I'm sitting there like, who the hell is that? Or somebody's performing and nobody know the song until it gets to the 6-second TikTok part that everybody knows. That's not a hit record. That is capitalism. I get it. TikTok is the movement in America, but that is not Black culture. We are not a TikTok culture. That's why whenever you saw artists come out and perform songs that are about 20 years old, you saw the crowd respond to it better than they responded to songs that was supposed to be hit records right now. If your record is not a legitimate hit record, I mean the song slap, not 15 seconds because you blew on TikTok, you cannot be performing here. I'm sorry. That's not what it is. It's not what it is. It has to return to excellence. And we have to fight back against a culture that America exhibits that does not benefit us. It actually affects us even more negatively when we fall into these trends.
Would you say, Mike?
So I disagree with that part. I feel like not his last part, but the part about the new people, I think they have a spot, but I don't feel like they should be the whole thing.
Gotcha. Yeah,
you have up and coming artists.
Yeah, you have to
have that.
I was just saying you have to embrace the future. So I agree with you to that point.
But yeah, it can't be all about that. You gotta, especially like I said, this wasn't a specific segment of BET. This was the BET Awards as a whole. So it should encompass the whole. That's all I'm saying.
So right. So what do we have as our own that is that Academy? Donnell, you was mentioning, the Academy Awards or whatever other awards are out there. I really stopped watching awards.
The only other thing that comes close to it is the NAACP Image Awards. That's the only thing that comes close to it.
What about y'all don't watch I know y'all some heathens. Y'all don't watch the Dove Awards, the gospel, the Stella Awards, or the Dove Awards.
Stella Awards, I think it is. Yeah, I don't.
Wait a minute.
I love God.
I shut up. What's wrong with you? I'm BSing because I don't watch
trap. Even Erica Campbell gone trap.
she really has. But no, what other awards? I agree with you, Mike, in that sense. Because what other award ceremonies do we have? Because even there was a point in time where even gospel was celebrated during the BET Awards. Dr. Bobby Jones was there. Did y'all see the clip where I forget who it was? It's one of them young cats. They was out there throwing money like a strip club, and Bobby Jones was right there on the aisle, and they was playing music. And they were twerking in front of Bobby Jones.
I didn't see the clip. I saw a picture of him.
Yeah, that joint was funny, and he was just
that joint was funny. So that's the BET Award. Go ahead, John.
So let me play. I want to play you guys a song, okay? That is number one right now in streaming music. Number one in
copyright violation. Go ahead.
Well, wait. Okay, yeah, you might be right. But it's also number one in in what they call the TikTok music, like the social media music. Okay. Let me see if I can't pull it up.
It's funny because a lot of that stuff is old, and they just don't realize it's old until they read somebody.
It's crazy, right? But they have a whole genre for it now.
Really, a TikTok?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can be number one with this song.
Give me a ring. I'ma open my legs. I'ma give you some head. Got to get free. I'ma put it in my pussy. Give me one margarita. I'ma open my legs. Give me 2 margaritas. I'ma give you some head. Give me 3 margaritas. I'ma put it in my pussy. Give me 4 margaritas. I'ma put it in my tush. Give me.
Okay, no more.
I can't do it no more.
What?
That's it.
First of all,
that's the whole song.
How she opened her legs before she give you head?
But wait.
She's a comedian, though.
So I think you was tapping your foot to that one.
She's a comedian. She's a comedian, and she is on a show with Kev on stage, and that song came out from a clip that she heard a woman say at some event.
Bring it back, John. Bring it back, John. Bring it back.
No, I think I saw you bobbing your head too.
Right. Like. And she created this song out of that clip that she saw with the woman. Like amazing.
Well, let's John, let's be for real. A lot of songs that we've heard in the past 20 years have not all been there. A lot of them have been garbage. Yup, in my white tee. Yup, in my white tee. Oh, what's that stupid song? Nope. Y'all ever heard that stupid song? All they say is nope the entire song.
Nope. I don't know that.
There's a song where they say nope like 50,000 times the entire song, and I'm like, who made this song? Yeah. Like who? Like who made? I don't know. I'm just.
But whenever I think of today's rap, I think of the hip hop Dalmatians from Brown Sugar.
Exactly.
Oh, is mine. Got to get that.
No, you are
That's
right.
all I think about.
Yeah, but Angel. But that chick Angel is 42 years old.
She's a comedian.
She a comedian. She came up with a song. She is number one on the charts.
Bring it back, John. Bring it back, John. Bring it back.
Hey, DJ, spin that shit.
Bring it back, John. Bring it back. We got to hear one more again.
I got to lower my head. Go ahead.
I mean,
I got to lower my head.
The joint is crazy, right? Like, hold on.
Bring it back. One more time. Bring it back, Selector.
I'ma put it in my touch. Give me 5 margaritas. Give me 5 margaritas.
Give me 5 margaritas.
Give me 6 margaritas.
Margaritas. Give me 3 margaritas.
Margaritas.
Margaritas. Give me my baby and I'm trying to get in. Wanna give my man something that he'll never feel.
Oh wait, it's a remix. It's a remix.
For the end of the night. Had one frozen Rita and I'm feeling all right. Got a vibe between my eyes, about to be real frisky. In a Mexican restaurant being so risky. 3 Cadillacs and no need to talk. These tortilla chips ain't the only thing getting wild. Give me one margarita, I'ma open my legs.
You tortilla chips and the only thing getting
We know
Y'all
she can
going-
count.
Stop faking. Y'all going crazy.
What?
We know she can count. She need to be on Sesame Street. Give me one margarita. 2 margarita.
Yo. But that's
Give me
what
3
we are.
margarita. Open my legs.
Yo, that's the culture we in. She said 4 margaritas, you could put it in my tush.
Whoa. Whoa.
What
That's
the hell is that? What the hell is the barking? Who
What
got
is
a dog?
It's like a bird of some kind over there.
That's a bird?
Yeah, it's a bird.
Nigga, you need to run fast. Because that bird is dangerous. That's a dangerous bird.
Because earlier I was like, what the hell is that? Who got the
I
dog?
was like, yeah, so was I.
Yeah, man.
1
Everybody- I
margarita,
was trying
2
to find
dogs,
that
3 dogs.
1 margarita. Yo,
All
but
right.
see,
So
but next year, that's going to be at the BET Awards. She going to be doing that joint at the BET Awards.
she might be though, for real.
It's crazy,
She might be
right?
Probably.
because
Probably.
she's #1 in streaming. She might be on
Probably.
that joint.
But think about that, Mike. She's not of that generation.
She 40 some odd years old.
42
She a
years
comedian.
old.
So I take it as if it was a
4
joke.
kids. You know what I'm
Right, it's a
saying?
joke.
Yes, it was
It's
a joke.
definitely
It was
a
a joke. But she getting paid.
So wait, all right. So bet. So if y'all came up with that type of song, whack song, and it went viral, y'all wouldn't still, you know what I'm saying?
Still what?
Perform the
Oh,
song.
yeah. Oh, yeah. If I get paid for it, yeah. If there's an audience, like John said, if there's an audience for it and you want to hear it, obviously, hey, I'm a performer.
I mean,
Okay,
oh
knock
Lord,
it off.
oh Lord,
I'm gonna say, yo, did y'all ever?
Damn, Donnell. Somebody came through and stole him in the mouth.
Yo, I thought he failed. I was like, yo.
Yo, that's hilarious.
No,
But
no,
honestly,
I couldn't do it.
you,
I couldn't do it.
this been happening for years. Okay, the Yin Yang Twins, 2 niggas was from special ed, did the Whisper song.
Wait, you see, man. And they performed it at the BET Awards. Like, bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, that
I
was
mean,
part of the
That's
celebration.
right, bro. I don't care what you say. I like the Whisper song. The Whisper song was the joint. That was the joint.
And these days, songs ain't no longer than 2 minutes.
That is true. That is true.
Is that for real?
It's 250 at max. 250 at max.
Right.
Wow.
Yo, what
Okay.
else we got, Mike? What else we got, Mike?
All right, so that's enough about BET and this new generation of trash hop. Offset. Y'all heard about Cardi B? Well, everybody knows that Cardi B had said Offset had cheated. Now Offset's talking about Cardi B cheated,
I ain't hear that.
and he had to shut the hell up.
That does sound like like one of them toy dogs.
Yeah,
it does.
Line
It
up,
does.
dog.
All you work, wind them up, and it's
Mike
But
Line,
look, so yeah, Cardi B. Apparently, he had it up for a hot minute and then had to take it down. So it's not up there anymore. But he had posted that she cheated on him. I know.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, is that a bird? You said that's a bird?
And I ain't going inside. I ain't going back inside for that bullshit either.
That's a bird.
Yeah, it's a bird.
Right, get a BB gun and shoot that bad boy. Sorry, Peter. Don't sue us, Peter. Get a BB gun and shoot that bad boy.
Yeah. Nah. So yeah, I didn't know if y'all had heard that.
No, I did hear. I don't know if it's true, but I did hear Remy Ma supposedly cheated on Papoose.
Oh, okay.
I did hear that.
I ain't
don't know
hear
if it's
that.
true, but allegedly, Remy Ma cheated on Papoose.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah. These
Babyface.
celebrities need to leave each other alone.
So y'all know about the Anita Baker dropping Babyface off the tour joint. He finally came out and spoke. I think it was yesterday on an interview. So he finally spoke. don't say he finally spoke, but he finally spoke on that issue. I didn't hear it, just heard about it, but that was a hot topic. And basically, he didn't throw Anita under the bus. You know, he basically explained, he basically explained that it was more than just what people are saying. It was definitely a lot had to do with this wall screen that didn't work, and they kept trying to get it to work and kept postponing starting the show because they were still working on this wall that Anita uses during her show. And apparently it was like 9 o'clock before the show was supposed to start at 7. And apparently it was 9 o'clock before they finally got started, before they finally said F it and started the show without it. So you ask me, I don't know what that has to do with dropping Babyface, but you know,
so it wasn't him. It was his. It was actually his
fans.
His fans and what they were saying to her. They were being real nice. They were not even nice. They were just being nasty.
Yeah. So and they did announce that Babyface is supposedly going to go on tour himself now.
He's on tour with somebody else right now.
He's gearing up to having his own tour.
I think he on tour with like Charlie Wilson or somebody. He picked up with somebody else like right now.
Did he?
Well, at least he did 1 or 2 shows. But he did 1 or 2 shows. I want to say with Charlie Wilson. He did 1 or 2 shows with somebody recently.
But I think because of all the hype, he realized he can or should. I don't say can because he always could.
I was about to say
he probably should, ride that wave of hype and go on and headline the tour now.
Do y'all watch NPR Tiny Desk concert series?
No. I've seen a couple of them.
I catch them when I see them, but I don't like look for them.
He just recently. Oh yeah, we did have that conversation the other day. He did it. He just recently did a Tiny Desk, NPR Tiny Desk.
I'm gonna have to check that joint out. I'm sure it's not Usher Tiny Desk. I should have done that.
Now, it was actually good, other than Tank being aggravating as hell in his Tiny Desk. Tank was in Babyface's Tiny Desk, and he was aggravating as hell, in my opinion. But other than that, it was a good Tiny Desk.
Okay. Well, that was the whole Babyface thing, and I think the only thing I have left for hot topics is not black topics; it's just hot topics. How many of y'all watch or grew up watching Wheel of Fortune?
I did. I still watch it to this day. It's one of my favorite game shows.
Same here, Ty. Same here. I grew up on Wheel of Fortune. I remember when I was
it's on right now.
In elementary school, in the summer, I'd be at my grandparents' house, and my grandfather would give me $1 anytime I solved the puzzle before they did. Man, and he had stopped. Yeah, he stopped because I was solving them all. So he was like, "You're taking all my money." Yeah. So it's always been one of my favorite shows. But Pat Sajak, I think next year is supposed to be his last year, and it's been announced that Ryan Seacrest.
Oh hell no!
Taking over that spot.
Taking his space. I heard it was up in the air, so in that case, I ain't watching. I do not want to see Ryan Seacrest in that position.
Ryan Seacrest take over everything.
Right, I don't want to see Ryan Seacrest in that position. I'm not a Ryan Seacrest fan. For that matter, I would not watch it for Ryan Seacrest.
You know what's funny?
Be all right.
Is that Ryan Seacrest couldn't stay on with Kelly. Ryan couldn't be Ryan Kelly, but he can do everything else. That nigga do everything.
Let me tell you the issue with that, John. It's Kelly. It ain't got nothing to do with Ryan Seacrest. Michael Strahan, I don't like that boy. Right? Don't nobody like Kelly. Right? Michael Strahan left her,
and that's why her husband's the only person on the show with her now.
And watch his ass leave her next. Mark my words. Mark my words. Watch his ass leave her next. Babyface is doing his own tour. But yeah, he is. But mark my words. Her damn husband, Mark Consuelo, or whatever the hell he is gonna leave her ass next. Can't nobody stand doing her damn show with damn Kelly Ripa or Kelly, whatever the damn her name is.
Yeah, is it Kelly Ripa?
I don't know. It's Kelly.
I don't know. I just know I don't like her. I tried watching that show a couple times. It is drier than the driest champagne that you can drink.
Yeah,
it is the whitest white show of all whiteness.
That part. You know how petty I am? I pull a Donnell move because I always say Donnell Petty is here. Donnell used to present that Mr. Cookie Monster say Mr. Petty. Yo, this is how petty I am. I don't even know if I got a Nielsen box, but I don't give them no types of ratings Like as soon as that bad boy come on, I flip my damn channel because I'm like, yo, y'all would not get my viewage at all for Kelly and Mark or Kelly and Ryan or Kelly and anybody else for that. I do not like Kelly. I hope that bad. Yeah, never mind. I'm gonna be nice because I wouldn't want nobody to say something about mine.
Boom. I did have one more hot topic. Do we have time for that?
We got time.
Okay, you got that video?
Yes. The video.
So there was that I sent you.
Yeah. Got you.
So there was some beef and murder and all that over the weekend. So apparently, well, not apparently, but what happened was this lady was arguing with a dude in a restaurant, and he messes around and starts beating the shit out of her. The son comes in, shoots him for beating on his mama, but he like chases him and shooting him in the back the whole time. They arrested both of them, the son and the mother, and put them on murder charges. And so that was the first part. Yeah.
Let's watch the video and see what happened because I got questions. We briefly had this conversation in our chat, but I got questions.
About 11:05 p.m., 35-year-old Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son arrived at the Maxwell Street restaurant on South Halstead at 117th. Hood went in for food. Her son waited in the car. Prosecutors say that's when she began arguing with this man, 32-year-old Jeremy Brown, who was also inside ordering food at the time. Hood began texting her son, who appeared in the doorway, hands in his pockets. A fight became physical between Hood and the victim. The victim was able to punch the woman once. That's when prosecutors say the boy pulled out a gun, fired a single shot to the victim's back, followed him outside, kept firing, striking him fatally twice in the back.
Nay. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm going to knock you out. Oh, my grandma, say one more thing, I'm going to knock you out. Oh, say one more thing, I'm going to knock you out.
You heard that pop at the end. That's when that Bama got shot. So my thing was this. My first reaction was that Bama got what he deserved. That was my first reaction. My second reaction was that fool had to be some entire type of crazy to be beating on a grown-ass woman like that. When I saw the comments on that clip that I sent, there was a lot of people that said, yeah, that little boy need to go up on, for murder one. Like they were all siding with almost it seemed like they were siding with the dude that was punching the mama. I mean, is it that they just hold him accountable? Or were they siding with that dude and saying that because you smack my mama around like that, I might come off the hip too.
So that's question number two I got. That's question number two I got. Question number one I got is I wonder what they was arguing about in the first place.
Well, I mean, my struggle is with the fact that he had the gun, right? That means that premeditated is on the table.
14.
No.
He was 14.
But he had but the 14-year-old had a gun. It would be different if the dude who hit the woman dropped the gun.
Mm-hmm.
And I know charges have been dropped.
Tiffany,
but,
yes, they have.
But the fact of the matter is that he had a gun. At 14, he had a gun.
So I read something just to jump in there, John, that in one of I think the statement from the prosecution office, the mom was a registered owner.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm pretty sure that it was the mom's gun.
But there was a parent, a woman, black woman, and I forget what city, who actually got same thing. She actually got charged because her son had a gun and went and shot his teacher. And she got charged because as a registered gun owner, you are supposed to keep your gun locked up or within a certain, so that way your kids and the old people who aren't supposed to have the gun aren't supposed to get to the gun. Daniel, go ahead.
My question is, would y'all feel the same way? Would y'all feel the same way if
that was my brother?
No.
Oh, okay.
If the gunman was white.
Yeah, I mean, so I look at it this way. So this is the first question I have.
Of course, I would.
This was
You
the
would,
first.
so you would be good with. So the woman is black. I mean, the woman is. What am I trying to say?
So let me get my point real quick, Daniel. This to your point. What you're saying is this is my problem. First of all, everybody always got their damn phone out, but don't want to do shit about stuff, right? So you're recording the situation. You see two people arguing. I don't care if they black, white, Chinese, or anything else in between. If you see a dude sit there and say, "Yo, on my grandmama," especially a black dude, so he starts swearing on his family members, you know he about to do something. On my grandmama, say one more word, and I'm about to knock the shit out of you. And that's literally what he did. He literally sit there and said, "Oh my grandmama, I'm gonna knock the shit out of you," because she said something else, and he hit her. I don't care if she black, white, Chinese. Wrong is wrong. You don't.
I mean, he a punk ass bitch for doing that.
Because you don't hit a woman. I don't care if she a black woman.
Because he would have never did that if it was a dude standing there. He would have never been like, "Oh my mom," like he would have never said that shit.
I don't know.
And you don't hit a woman regardless.
But I tell you what, if you'd have been standing next to me and came up with some bullshit like that, I would have punched him dead in his face before he finished the fucking sentence.
Thank you. Because why did nobody else jump in to do that? Why would, especially with a black woman, you in the carry out? Okay, white woman, I get it. Some people probably would hesitate. Like, oh, white woman get what she deserved. Whatever. It was wrong either way. But like John said, if it was a black woman standing there getting verbally abused like that, yo, why do you not step up and go, yo, dude, chill out? Like, it ain't worth it. That's what I said. What was the argument about in the first place? Second of all, if you see two people sitting there arguing like that, I get it. Some people don't want to jump in because you never know what may happen, X, Y, and Z, this, that, and the third. But it was when do we protect our women like that? When do we protect our women to go, so you can't blame old boy for coming in protecting his mama. Nah, so I think, so to your point, Donnell, if it was a white family and it was a white young man protecting his mama, shooting somebody, I don't care if he was black, Chinese, Indian, or whatever, and he was protecting his mama, in my opinion, he has the right to do that.
But I guarantee you, the narrative
like it should have went down their way.
Oh yeah, the narrative probably would have been different, but he had the right to do it.
First of all, they wouldn't have got arrested for it.
But did he though?
That's the first part.
So okay, so rewind.
The charges got dropped, but they were both arrested for murder.
You said he had the right to do it. Do you really feel that way, or is that emotion talk?
In my opinion, yes, I think so. Partially emotion because
when do you ever have the right to shoot someone in the back?
I'm okay. Legally, you don't. But did he shoot him? He shot him in the back.
Apparently,
he shot him in the back.
And keep in mind, each state will be different.
Illinois, apparently in Illinois, he was okay because the whole thing was the threat. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't matter whether he shot him in the back or you can stand up. In Illinois, I can't remember the exact words, but you can basically step in on somebody else that is being detrimentally harmed,
which is why the charges got dropped. So once they saw that she got hit, then I guess what Mike is saying, then somebody was allowed to step in and protect that lady from from whatever.
And he ain't just hit her once. He ain't just hit her once and stand back. He went in on her.
And I think, why would you not feel it's okay to step in that type of situation? I don't care what it is.
And so let me ask y'all this.
Yeah.
And this is just, you know what I'm saying? When you can I tie this into the Trayvon Martin situation?
A little bit different because in Florida they got the whole stand your ground, stupid law.
He was getting his ass beat.
He was. And which is why we think that George Floyd should have got his ass beat, and George Floyd should have got his ass mollywopped and shot too.
Yeah.
So, but is that different?
No, somebody should have stepped the hell. Well, nobody was there. That we know of.
Right.
Yeah, somebody.
But what I'm trying to say is, if the woman had the gun, since she was getting her ass whooped, she would have been in right. She would have been in the right anyway. You know what I'm saying, to shoot the dude.
Right.
Yes. She would have.
So same thing in Florida,
and her
right?
son was in the right too.
Yeah, in my opinion, yeah. If Trayvon Martin had a gun, he should have shot George Floyd. Had somebody else been standing there with him, they should have shot George Floyd.
You said George Floyd. George Zimmerman.
You know George Zimmerman.
No, I'm saying George Zimmerman was the one getting his ass beat.
Yeah, Zimmerman, right. But he was only getting his ass beat because he pursued old boy.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he got it. Had he not pursued him and had he not went to go confront him, he would never got his ass beat.
But that's not it though.
Not so the only way you could connect that was if she had hauled off and slapped homeboy, and then he beat her ass with the little.
But you don't know if George. But you don't know. Only thing that George Zimmerman, from my understanding, did was pursue. He didn't put his hands on Trayvon, did he?
But the police told him not to pursue.
I get that. I get that.
We don't know because none of us were there. There was no video.
Okay, so let's go with what we do know.
Right, there was no video.
What we do know is the police told him not to pursue. What we do know is Trayvon Martin was beating his ass.
Right, but we don't know what happened, what transpired between the two.
So so from what you said with the Chicago case, is George Zimmerman justified?
What do you mean? Is he justified in doing what?
In shooting Trayvon Martin?
No,
why is it different?
He caused the altercation.
Right, he caused the altercation.
But you don't know if this lady. But you don't know if this lady caused the altercation either.
She did not hit him, Donnell. There was no physical violence. There was no.
You don't know if George Zimmerman hit Trayvon Martin.
But there was a physical altercation.
There was a physical altercation on who? So who started it?
We don't know.
If George,
if Zimmerman had not followed Trayvon Martin,
I get that. I completely agree. I get that. I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Right. I hear you.
I don't like this devil's advocate.
If George Zimmerman, Zimmerman had never gone beyond what he should have, none of it would have happened. In that restaurant, they were arguing. That we're going with what we know, right?
Right.
They were arguing. There were no hands. They were arguing. And then dude decided to take it upon himself to say, shut up or I'm going to steal you.
Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? I hear you. I hear everybody. I'm just saying, at least in my opinion, and I'm not justifying neither one of them. I'm just saying, what's the difference?
Tiffany said he got his ass beat because he was pursuing a scared teenager for nothing. So that's a different situation, which I agree. Completely different situation. And we don't have all the complete facts in that situation because there was no video footage. In comparison to the Chicago situation where there was actually video footage of exactly what happened. So we know what happened in this situation. So because he actually pursued and put his hands on her first, then I think there was a right to have her to be defended in that situation. In the George Zimmerman situation, and I apologize, shout out to George Floyd, my part, rest in peace. We don't know what happened in the in between. All we know is what happened at the start, what happened at the end, and what happened at the start only because again there was audio, and then what happened at the end because we all know what happened at the end. But yeah, so there was a physical altercation that ensued that we actually saw. He said, "I'm on my grandmama. Say one more thing, and I'm gonna knock your ass out." And he went to swinging. So I think as her son, he has the I ain't gonna say he has the right per se, but he should be able to come over there and protect his mom.
In Illinois, he had the right.
I'm gonna know how.
In Illinois, he had the right. And my thing was, and they tried to block me almost. They gave me a warning on Facebook for my response to it. I was like, had I seen it, I said, basically, I told y'all, he's a whole type of crazy. I don't know if I would have thrown my hands with him. I probably would have responded the same way.
I mean, and could it have been de-escalated? We don't know because again, what was the argument?
A whole type of crazy.
We don't know. Could the whole situation have been de-escalated to begin with? That part we don't know because all they showed was again her going in ordering her food. He was already there ordering his food. Apparently, she might have been yapping off at the mouth. We don't know because he said, "Lady, get your food. Lady, just get your damn food and go." But we don't know what happened with the in between.
So the restaurant could have de-escalated. I'm gonna sue the restaurant because the restaurant could have just gave them both free meals and been like, "Y'all, everybody be happy."
Yeah, but it could have been. Who knows what the argument? That's what I said. Who knows what the argument actually was? And the simple fact that his family came back and tried to justify, oh, he was a father and this, that, and the third, and this, that. Yeah, okay, but obviously he had a hot ass head to hit a woman.
He was crazy.
He never raised his hand to a woman. And again, not that a woman should ever raise her hand.
He was an entire type of crazy.
Not that a woman should ever raise her hand to a man either. but he should have never have done what he did. He could have walked away. He could have de-escalated. He could have just said "F you, lady," and whatever the case may be. But like like my man Felicia said, it was a crazy video.
He could have shook the shit out of her.
That part.
Yeah. So that hey.
And Tiffany says the lady text her son and told him to go get the gun. So who knows?
So that's what I was thinking. I didn't see that, but that's what I was thinking. I was like, she probably was texting him, bring my gun.
But like Donnell said, that's traumatizing as hell for a 14-year-old. And I know there's a lot of stuff that goes on in a lot of these, major cities, Chicago being one of them, with a lot of young, young kids doing violence. But for a 14-year-old to have to shoot another man, either whether it's protecting his mama or protecting or not, that's got to be traumatizing in itself.
I mean, I have a problem with the fact that his mom, who is the owner of the gun, will put that on her son.
Yeah. Well, because at the time,
what was she putting on her son though? She was putting on her son, bring my gun.
Okay, that's
most
problem.
likely. I don't know.
That's the problem. She could have carried her own weapon. She could have also gotten out of that relationship, that situation. And if that was
okay,
if she was not out of that situation, if she could not get out of that situation on her own, right? Then she should have been the one. I don't believe that parents should put their kids in those kind of situations. It's a no-win situation, and ultimately her son has to live with the trauma that comes from the act that he yes.
Yeah. That's something that he's gonna have to live with. I mean, yeah.
She did that. She, as the adult, her job is to be able to handle her situations better than she did, not put her son in a situation where he has to be a part of it.
John.
Hey, listen, man. So,
because
I don't mean to cut you off, John, but
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, she needs to be accountable as well.
Hands are different.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, as adults, you know what I'm saying, as adults, period.
Right.
Know how to de-escalate a situation.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah. But if you can't, you don't bring your kids in as your backup.
Especially a minor. Especially a minor. Yeah. That doesn't make that. I'm not justifying what he did. I'm not justifying what she did. None of that. But that definitely plays a part, on a parent. We were talking about parenting last week. That's not responsible parenting.
Let me put it to you like this.
I'm bringing in baby
I saw a video recently. I wish I could find it now, of this guy who went to jail, and while he was in jail, he met another inmate, and the inmate said, "Do you know why all these people are in jail? Why all these men are in jail?" And what he said to him, he was like, for murder, stuff like that. He's like, "Yeah, you're right. But ultimately, these men are in jail because they were raised by people and put into situations where they had emotional reactions to something instead of being logical about the situation. So when they were so in their feelings, or the way they felt, or the way it felt made them feel, that they reacted with violence and killed somebody, versus being level-headed and thinking their way out of the situation. And so here they are incarcerated because they had these bitch-ass tendencies and overreacting on things and being emotional before being logical.
So I give grace to God give thanks to God for discernment, because I know myself personally, I might, I have the capacity to be emotional and react emotionally. So I can only thank God that I'm not in jail, because God's given me some level of discernment in certain situations.
So in those situations, you don't sit there and think, okay, what can be the worst outcome of this? You just be like, hell, it's
exactly
all or nothing.
Well, I don't even want to say all or nothing. It's like fight or flight, and you choose fight sometimes. Sometimes you choose fight. Sometimes you choose flight. And I've chosen the right one, I guess. I only want to say because I've probably been in fights that I shouldn't have been in, but I haven't gone to jail, so I just put it that way.
I always tell my kids, and this is something that I've had conversations with them specifically since they were 16. Don't make long-term decisions based off a short-term feeling. So don't do something, like to John's point. Don't do something because you feel a certain way right now that can affect you long-term. Whether that's fighting, whether that's sex, whether that's arguing, whether that's anything. Don't make a long-term decision based off of a short-term feeling. Is what I tell my
problem. That's my problem, Ty. I don't think long-term in situations at all. I don't. I'm very reactive. I don't break down situations that are in front of me. I just react.
Gotcha.
So,
in this situation, excuse me. In this situation, I don't know. Maybe she felt like her life was in danger, so that's why she texted her son, regardless of his age. Or maybe she just knew that her son was that hot-headed type of dude. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe she didn't. Maybe she didn't think properly. Maybe she literally thought, "Bring me my gun so I can handle this myself. Not even put it on you. Bring it to me because I can't get it, so I can handle this myself."
Well, see, that's my other issue.
He took it upon himself to handle it.
That's my other issue, and so I kind of get why. I know I said earlier why people always recording stuff but not stepping in, because that's the first thing people want to do. People want to draw their gun because they can't fight. And I get it. In her situation, different. She shouldn't have to fight a grown-ass man. Right. Regardless, she should not have to fight a grown-ass man. But people don't know how, like Donnell said, as an adult, to be able to de-escalate situations. Because, again, that's why I said, what was the argument? You want to carry out. What was the argument in the first place?
It was Chicago. It was over the sauce.
Over the deep dish pizza?
It wasn't the mumbo sauce. They wasn't in D.C. It wasn't mumbo sauce.
What do they call it? No. They have something similar to mumbo sauce in Chicago. They call it something else, though.
They do?
Yeah.
I never heard of it.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. I don't know.
I
can't remember what it's called, but
I'm gonna probably tell. I'm gonna probably pinpoint what it was. It was probably he was mad. He was mad that the restaurant didn't have something, and the lady was like, "You heard what he said." You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Mind your business." You know what I'm saying? And it just
escalated from there.
Crazy to me.
Escalated from there. Like, unless they knew each other, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like think about what typically could happen in a restaurant.
Right. I mean, because the video clip that we just showed, and I'll show it again just so we can recap it right quick. The video clip that we just showed.
11:05 p.m. 35-year-old Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son arrived at the Maxwell Street restaurant on South Halstead at 117th. Hood went in for food. Her son waited in the car.
So we know right then and there was no altercation. She went in for food. They popped up 11:05, 11:15, whatever it was. She went in for food. Son was in the car. Right. Bet. That's what the news report said.
Prosecutors say that's when she began arguing with this man, 32-year-old Jeremy Brown, who was also inside ordering food.
He was already inside the restaurant. She started arguing with him.
Did it say she started the argument, or did it say that she started the argument? Because what if he did?
She started it. I said she started arguing with him.
Okay. Because what if he started? I mean, he was already hot-headed.
Hey man, that's not what she said. So, I don't know.
How we know he was already hot-headed, Mike?
Well, I'm saying that because he beat the shit out of her. He had to be some kind of something.
He could have been like you. He ain't got no 0 to 100. He don't got no 0 to 50 or 0 to 25. All he got is 0 to 100.
So if that was you, Mike, 10 years ago, do you think you and your family deserved it?
It's hard to say. No, seriously. I mean, I really feel that way.
But
I
what
feel like
makes
it's hard to say because
What makes you different?
nothing. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to say
But
because
you already, but
I
like
feel
I feel
I
like
feel like if that happened to me, or
only
if that happened to somebody that I was friends or family with, I mean, honestly, I would be like, he should never put his hands on her like that.
okay.
So would you? So let me ask y'all this. So as a young teen, under 18, I'm just saying, I know he was 14, but under 18, would you defend your mother or your father like that? Not as you are right now, as a 40-year-old, 40 some odd year old, or 50 some odd year old, but as a thinking back when you was 14,
So when
15.
I was 14, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Well, first and foremost, I don't know that my mother would have been packing. But you know what I'm saying? We fought. You know what I'm saying? So like if I would have walked in the jump, I'd have probably tried to, you know what I'm saying, tackle the dude and then went from there.
Right.
That's what I thought of too.
But you would have defended your mother though.
Oh, I definitely would have defended him. But
I
I
would have
probably wouldn't have. I
I
probably
would have
wouldn't have
sneak
shot
punched
him.
his ass. I would have sneak punched his ass. Came over behind him like with a rabbit punch. Punch him dead in his fucking.
I don't know
I'd have had
though.
my
So
Tams on. I'd have been stomping.
because I mean, think about it now. When he hit her once, and then he just continued to hit her. I mean, and I think that Pop came in after like the second or third, probably the third hit. I think it was. That's when that Pop came in. I mean, that was an immediate stop.
Yeah.
Was that Pop versus
Now is the Pop is what?
me
So I guess
versus
the
me
other part of
tackling
it.
you. Go ahead.
Huh?
I said versus me tackling you and taking the time for that to transpire. And the immediate reaction though was the gunshot.
Okay, so was the gunshot fatal? Because what I read was
No, I don't think it was.
and so from that point, from I feel like the gunshot, the first shot would have been like the
warning,
not the warning, but more so like the, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna put you down. But now, multiple gunshots means I'm about to kill you.
Right. So let me finish playing the video. Right quick.
Yeah.
Arguing with this man, 32-year-old Jeremy Brown, who was also inside ordering food at the time. Hood began texting her son, who appeared in the doorway, hands in his pockets. A fight became physical between Hood and the victim. The victim was able to punch the woman once. That's when prosecutors say the boy pulled out a gun, fired a single shot to the victim's back, followed him outside, kept firing, striking him fatally twice in the back.
Okay, so this is where we go in the speculation area. We cannot say what was in that 14-year-old. Remember, we're talking about 14-year-old. He's not developed in the head yet, completely yet. We can only speculate what was going through his mind at that point that made him follow the dude.
Hell,
in my mind,
with my mother. So that in my opinion, that's what's going through his mind. I'm going to protect my mother at all costs.
Right.
So that could have been it.
Right.
Maybe he was thinking the dude was going to run out and get his gun.
Right. And still, I'm going to protect my mother. So if you are going to run to your car, if you're going to go pop the trunk, if you're going to go do whatever, guess what? I'm about to prevent you from doing that and make sure I take you down. You're right. You're right, Mike. Yeah. That's possibly what was going through his head.
And think about it now. We are talking about a war zone, Chicago. Chicago is an area that is ridden with gun violence. So, it very well could be that anytime a dude gets out of that situation, he might be coming back to retaliate. So I'm finna, so in other words, my first thought is once the dude got up off the mama, he could have stopped. But my second thought is, what if the dude was coming back? So that's why I said this is all speculation from here.
It is for sure.
Nate.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just gonna say, and you're talking about the mind of a 14-year-old boy.
Or because we again another speculation point. We don't know what she texted him either. We don't know if she texted him, come in here and get this dude. We don't know if she texted him, go grab my gun and bring it to me.
She could have been like 911, and then he show up with the gun and get into it. I mean,
that's true, John. That could have been the point too. Maybe she was texting him, call the police, and he decided to grab the gun and come in. We don't know. We don't know. That's a good point. There are so many different scenarios that could have led to this. And as y'all were saying, there's so many different scenarios that could have stopped this.
I can't play the last part again. I intentionally, I can't stand, I don't like fighting violence videos. I went to my chiropractor today and she was like, she saw the video. So that was actually my first time watching the video, just there. That was my first time watching. It just I feel like this whole generation of especially now I can't just say younger people. It's some people our age too have become so desensitized to stuff like that because of the stuff that continually goes on. Now that everybody again has camera phones and security cameras and everything else, you see it all the time. And again, that's not what RETV is about. RETV is about positive entertainment, positive news, positive stuff. And yeah, we want to get what's actually happening out there. But what's the positive end of it? And I know that, and again, that's with Millionaire Man Cave. We talk about the stuff that's going on in the world, but we want to know at the end of the day, how can we avoid situations like this? In my personal opinion, how can you avoid situations like this? Because there is enough crime, period, in this world, whether it's Chicago, DC, LA, North Carolina, whatever the case may be. And I just, it just bothers me at the end of the day. And I'm not saying I condone the situation of her texting him shooting the dude or whatever the situation is. But like I said, at the end of the day, me personally, you got to defend your parents.
Yeah, I'm gonna protect my mom. And
I hear that.
So hey, look, fellas, people out there, I apologize. I didn't mean to go so far with all the hot topics. Oh, body count was tonight, and I promise it'll be back. Yeah. It'll come. Body count. Body count. Yeah. So within this season and next season, body count will get talked about.
Yes. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said, we didn't get into our topic for tonight, which is body count. Is there a whole hypocritical thing between man body count, women's body count? Which y'all, already start talking about it. Put it in the chat. Put it in the conversation. So that way we can have some stuff to go off of when we actually do bring the topic back up. Y'all know
women lie about their body count.
That part.
That part.
Put it in the chat. Join the Millionaire Man Cave chat or text club. Not text club. We don't have a text club. Join the Millionaire Man Cave Facebook group for the guys who are on Facebook. For women, y'all can put it in the RATV Facebook group and even on the Instagram. Instagram is open to both. So put it out there and we can have that conversation. And so that way, when we bring it back, we got a whole bunch of y'all's comments, thoughts, and concerns about body count. But this was a topic that we needed to cover, though. So
yes,
I appreciate Mike for bringing it up, in the hot topics tonight. And we, like I said, this kind of got away from us, but it is what it is. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Millionaire Man Cave right here on Relationship Entertainment Television each and every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Until next time, we out, fellas.